Hey everybody, this is Becky Sampson and Elisa. We're here in Oklahoma in Moore, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so we just got here yesterday, and she was renting. This is what was this your grandmother's place?
This is my grandmother's house. She never actually lived here, but she owned it. I was the one who actually picked it out. So it was her house on paper, but it was my house in spirit.
And you've been here for how long?
A year and a half.
A year and a half. And I wanted to show you real quick. Look what the devastation. I mean, this whole area is just completely, it's just crazy, devastating. And if you can see, this right here is the elementary school. Tell us a little bit about the elementary school that was over there.
Well, it was a school that I drove past every day when I went to church. Well, every Sunday when I went to church. It was just, it was a little nondescript brick school. I mean, you didn't...
What's the name of it?
It's called Plaza Towers. It's been there at least since the 70s. I would imagine one of the guys that I work with, he's a freshman in college. He actually went to elementary school there. And he lived a little bit further that way. He and his family were hiding in a storm shelter, either at their house or a neighbor's house when the storm hit. Their house is just matchsticks. At least mine is standing. Theirs isn't even that. And
yeah, we're able to really salvage some of the things that you have here in the house.
I'm really surprised at how much is salvageable.
Wow. So. And this elementary school, just to kind of go back on it, is the one where there was a lot of children that died, right?
Yes.
It was 7?
There were 7 children that were killed there, yes. What I've heard is, people always think of storm shelters in, places like Tornado out here. The truth is that some people have them, some people don't. And there aren't a whole lot of public ones very much either, and a lot of the schools don't have them. Hopefully that will change after a tragedy like this, but this was one of the few elementary schools in the area that actually had a basement. And so they were trying to take the kids down into the basement, but they'd had issues with flooding because there's just, this pond here is actually a creek that runs aside, and it runs right next to the elementary school. So they'd had issues with flooding, and so they got a lot of the children into the most interior portions of the school, against the brick wall of the interior, but there was one class of 3rd graders that 7 of them were killed.
And they were drowned, right? Just
yes.
Because of
That's what I heard, is they died of asphyxiation rather than blunt force trauma, which is the most common death.
Wow. Well, this is really, I don't know about you. For me, this is such an honor to be here, to be able to help. And we're so glad. We know that it was difficult at first to really make connections with people. And it was a huge storm this morning.
Yeah.
And we thought that we weren't going to be able to make it over here. And then all of a sudden we asked for your prayers, and look what happens. We got blue skies. So thank you for letting us come help. And I know you've got a neighbor too that's also Mormon right across the street. I mean, we'll help anybody, of course, but we're glad that we're here. There's 8 of us that are helping get everything figured out. So thank you. I'm sorry you lost everything. So, but anyway, keep your prayers coming. Keep checking us on Facebook, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.